گپای بشنوه
ویت میکنم که من چی بکنم از تو دید
یگان گپای ما چقدر تکراری باشه بکس ماما با تو میکنه من هیچ فوکس نمیکنم چی بگی ویت میکنم که دانه که چی بشه آلا خب بسیار زیاد من متوجه هستم so I don't cut you off
I'm
because
so
I'm
happy
receiving
من آزادی ما گرفتم همه تو
You should
که
be so
هندوستان از پاکستان آزادی خود گرفت من از لیدا آزادی خود من پاکستان بودم Hello besties, you guys are watching Bestie Vibes podcast with Shabana and Lida.
Welcome back and Eid Mubarak to all of you wonderful people that celebrate.
Wishing you guys a wonderful Eid and hope you guys are spoiled with lots of Eid.
I hope you get good Eid because if you didn't get it last Eid, this is the Eid to make up for it. Make sure you get that money.
Whether it's your spouse, your mother, whoever, just get it.
Do you get Eid from your spouse?
No, I don't, but I think there is a thing.
Is
I
this a
actually
thing?
didn't know it existed until, I don't know, somebody like on social media posted
I
it.
feel like it's cute if your husband gives you, but at the same time, it's like why should he give it to you? Maybe he usually
I know, it's like the same money, right?
right? Like
You always feel like if your husband gives you something, especially if it's a gift, it's different because they went that extra out of the way, or you thought about something to give you. But then if you think about like money, you're like, okay, it's going from one pocket to another pocket. What is the point of getting ED from your husband or money from your husband? I never want to get money from my husband. I know a lot of a wife, they say, like, oh, about a birthday, like I got like money or $500 or $600.
It's nice though.
It's nice, but I always think مامان پیسه از یک account میگیرم تا دیگه transfer میکنم.
Especially if money is joint, right?
Of course, because like, like mostly like when you're
Oh,
married.
I know what you mean. If they're giving you that like $300, برو بر یک چیز بخر, right?
Yeah.
Like go spend
So-
yourself. Because sometimes some women, like I mean, I don't do that, but a lot of women, they feel guilty about spending on themselves.
Yeah,
They're like,
نمی-
oh, بر خود نمیکنم
So
نمیکنم.
they want, so they get that
Oh,
excuse
I
and
get
reason. So
that.
it's
Okay,
cute.
No, I do spend on myself.
know,
I mean, as much as I can.
Whatever we
do
need,
it.
we
Yeah.
get it. So
Yeah.
that makes sense.
If I really want something, I'll get it. I don't need.
But let's make this a rule. Like, shawara, بخیزین یک ذره بیدار شوین.
You're
خانمای
going
دارن
to be
بده دیدی.
watching
And you
this.
know what? It's minimum $300, okay?
سرپا no سرپا کسی نم سرپا به اشتک میتی.
برش کردن $100 بدین برای خانم
$300 at Eid. You know what? تنیم کالای Eid دادم میشه.
Oh yeah. چقدر قیمتی شده کالایی.
Yeah, $600 is a perfect amount for Eid clothes. So you know what? Yeah, that should be a rule.
that
And then
should be a rule.
and then it should be like oh پیش از Eid بتن که Eid کالا بخرن. برو
دیگه بازو ایدی نمیشه.
خانم میری خانم دیگه میره زیاد زحمت میکشه میره برو برای کالا Eid بخر. You know, but اینجا کی کالا Eid میخرن. Nobody really wears new clothes.
A lot of people, yeah. Well, it depends.
میخری, but like not as much as you do back home.
Back home, either kalan, especially maybe
Like if you do-
بود.
Yeah.
And you would buy like not just یک جوره چند جوره میخریدن.
میگم نه قدر اینجا نیست, but بازم یک
اینجا
جور
برای روز
میشه.
اول they do buy
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
right? And if you buy کالای افغانی
Yeah.
خب زیادتر قیمت است, right? Because you
And then
order.
بازو ست کار داره و یک جولری کار داره وی شوید میگه ایدی نمیخوام. I'm not gonna do Eid. What is this Eid? Maratir as Eid.
So hope you guys have a blessed Eid with your loved ones around you.
Our topic today is actually inspired by some of our followers, or I should say besties, that have requested to talk about Afghan traditions.
And we have previously talked about Afghan traditions, but this is very specific.
And very detailed and closely from A to Z.
Well, we're not going to go A to Z because I think we've already spoken about like some of the stuff towards the
have,
end, which
we
is
have,
wedding.
yeah.
Let's start talking about Afghan traditions, Rasm Rawaj Afghana.
Yeah.
برای از امی شیرنی دادن، خواستگاری گرفته
Yeah.
تا شیرنی دادن، لفظ دادن, all of it. Because one of our besties, I think she mentioned she's getting engaged and she would love to know about like the whole Rasm Rawaj.
From day one, like what
like the
happens.
beginning, yeah.
Well, of course, there's some arranged marriage in some families. There's sometimes like love marriages. So, you know, but no matter what it is, you still go for Khastgari. That is a must.
Yeah, I think
Khastgari is روز اول میری. بچه
اول زنگ میزنن, right?
بچه
Like,
خواستگاری میره یا نه؟
روز اول نمیرن. I mean اگر love marriage هم باشن
نمیرن
نمیرن as a respect, right?
As a
Because
respect,
I think the first time you go to the family's house, it's like you just go
The
to
girl
introduce.
doesn't even
The girl doesn't even come.
Yeah,
The bride like
yeah.
or
I remember
each
that,
time
yeah.
and پایان like
It's
they're
just the
supposed to buy,
families
yeah.
wants to say oh like we have liked your daughter for our son so آمدیم خواستگاری for her hand you know to get them married and hopefully this goes and some family they drag it a little bit more and they want you to come like 3, 4, 5 times.
میگه خانه خاله خانه از فلانی برو خانه بیبی برو خانه کلانا برو which is sweet in a way though because it's giving them respect and
No,
also
I don't agree with that.
Why?
I think it's like it's not necessary. What's not necessary is not, it's not taking it. If you don't go, that doesn't mean you're taking respect
Of
away.
course,
I
it's
get what
not.
you're saying. It is like they made it like that to look at me to make it look like respectful, but dragging them everywhere and dragging the whole time of
But
engagement.
it's more
so
of
long.
getting to know like
That's
it's
different
more-
though.
no.
That they could do a gathering together and then.
But پیش از شیرینی خوری نمیشه که you're gathering کنن
They should make that a رسم رواج and then they'd be like وقت خواستگاری
maybe
آمده ما فامیلای خودم میشانیم کلم یک جای
I think
باشیم
حالا میکنن دو وقتی که خواستگاری میامدن فامیلای خود دمی چند دوره خواستگاری
سینی مامایشه سینی خالی I
which is
love
really
that
nice,
that's actually a
yeah.
very good idea
Yeah, I love
I'll
that.
probably do that for my kids that's a good idea we're getting some tips
This idea of doing- but no
Yeah.
seriously I think it's not mandatory it's not
Yeah.
necessary there's no need for it but I think agar if they're doing it in a way to like get to know us or let's say یک کسی هست like مادر کلانشان پدر کلانشان بسیار سنشان کلان است و جای رفتن نمیتونن
okay that's
برای یک
different
نفر باید اصلا
there has to be like you know
Exceptions.
scenarios and exceptions for whatever
Fair.
whatever reason it is you can't just be like hey خانه مامایشان برو خانه خالیشان برو خانه ازیان برو and the poor guy is like every day مادر بابیش در خانه میرن for خواستگاری
So have you heard of like referencing or like reference numbers for khasgari and all too? So like when you go khasgari
Lida just knows so much about everything. She's an information book. You're like my Google from now on. I'm going, hey Lida, what's this? You know, like
ask me anything and I'll have an answer.
another hey Google
No, but
device.
seriously, basically khasgari meri,
Yeah.
especially but for arranged marriages, which I totally believe in and agree.
Yeah.
But I also it's kind of like a fake job, like reference, right? Like you can I would give you as a reference, right? Make a
Oh, okay, now
So
I know
basically
you're
خواستگاری میرن میگن که این دوستای ما اینی هستن نمرهشون این نیست you can call anybody and ask them about me
Yeah.
and they will tell you good stuff and then those people will actually call
Yeah.
so like they're actually calling references but
know.
it's like I said it's kind of like a fake job reference like those people could just like
Say
say
something.
whatever right like I don't think people are actually honest enough که بر شکست زنگ بزنه بگه بر ما اینیا خواستگاری آمدن are they good people they're never gonna
No,
say
I think they will be. I think there'll be
Really?
people
but what if یک نفر مضر باشه and they actually say something that's not true
I don't think they will be in the reference contact.
But
there are some fake that's true but there are some fake people
Yeah, so it
Right?
starts from there and then the rest of Marawaj starts from like when
I think Lafz Dadan right like
Lafz
first they
Shirini
decide
and when they decide you're like okay you know what sure ما هم قبول داریم شما هم قبول داریم گفتگان تا قبول هی باز بعد از او که
میگن
میشه
کلانایتان بیاریم
کلانایتان
بر لفظ,
بیاریم بر لفظ and then it's a small shirni that they do right and it's so nice because the girl's family make nice basket to give the shirni like a lot of sweets in it and what else do they
and
put in
nowadays
it?
the shirni is so beautiful
I
and
know, of
elegant
Of course nowadays everything is just
Yeah,
so
I look back and back in the days like we used to go like even just home sense first of all options نداشتیم
No,
right
no,
we'd
no.
go Michael's home sense and
Yeah.
قدر decoration piece های خوبش نبود all like you can get it online and even just going home sense you see so many
course.
beautiful trays and all that it's so beautiful like sometimes
Yeah.
you're just like you wish you got engaged now but there's also too many things
Yeah.
happening
I
now
don't
that
wish
they were
that
just
because
like-
it's way too much. All about chai bichara. Like I feel bad to be honest, especially like the guys in
توقع زیاد
Afghanistan.
شده.
I watch videos of guys complaining about how they can't get married because in Afghanistan apparently like they boy bizarre like خواهشات بسیار extra دارن and it's just not fair because imagine like not being able to get married to your loved one or not being able to get married at all because توقعش هست که از این کو شینی خوری کو آرستی کو شوخینه کو طلا بخر از این کو از این کو like Afghans are all about like I get it it's such a beautiful رسم رواج but بیچاره سر بچه
want the overuse میکنن
مثلا
100% agree.
بسیار pressure است and I don't agree with that part
Psycho, like
But-
I mean, Shirini Dadan, right? Like that. I don't know if a lot of people still do it, but I mean, توفه آلش بدل که میکنن, right?
Yes.
So نه تنها به داماد به عروس توفه نمیدن. یگان فامیلاست برای کل فامیل like برای
دو طرفه میخرن
برای خاله،
بازیکن
برای عمه.
فامیلاست like they buy like you know they expect so much from you know one side and then they won't give it back خودشان نمیکنن بعد میگن تو زیاد بکن you bring a lot you bring more you do more like they won't do it back which is so wrong because it has to be equal چی میگن gift exchange respect because this is a respect for each other family right but they don't do it but I mean for kudos for family that do it nicely for both sides right so I don't agree with that because what if you're gonna get a nice gift for someone and then they don't do it back in return then you get disappointed you're like I win that my
خفگی میخیزه right از همون شروع یک you know یک دوستی or بگویم یک relationship it just hurts your feelings because you say you went above and beyond and you got them all these nice expensive items but then they didn't give you but then I think people should do to the extent that they can. And there should not be like a higher expectation.
I think that part, like for families, should not be in there. Like who knows someone's, you know, ki khwaishat ki ra like I'm yala ma var awladim to be honest, I'm like, oh my god, if I get this, what if they don't like it? I have to ask them 100 times, which one do you want? What do you want? Like ki mefhama ki chi raqam kala khosh dara, atar khosh dara, like masal makeup khosh dara. Like who knows what people want? So why do we have to make unnecessary drama because it's gonna cause it right
so I think
it's
this
better
is a
to just
this rasm that
cut it guys whoever's celebrating this kind of cut it I'm telling you
تنها عروس داماد بگیرن like یک دریشی بگیرن یک کلاه بگیرن
and the یک دختر میتونه بر نامزد خود بگوید که oh these are the things I like right or they talk she can find out right or even for the girls میفهمه که بر بچه چی بگیری
but as a guest وقتی که یک شینی خوری invite میشی do you actually take gifts in the shirni khori or do you wake bazaar sipari and you're invited to the wedding and take wedding gifts?
So as a guest, we don't usually do like nobody engagement. I've not seen a lot of people now. They're doing it more, which is so good because nowadays like people are spending more and it's so expensive to do an engagement. It's like almost like doing a wedding now. Like engagement. That's why some people are skipping it because it's like so much. Barnano chowki, like it's literally like so much that you're like, oh my god, I could have had 2-3 weddings.
So many new trends that they want to do, right?
Exactly.
Every wedding has a content creator. Every wedding it has like photo booths and all these extra things that adds up. Not even weddings.
You have to be on the
standard of the like whatever's going around, right? The era, so it's just hard to keep up.
I guess as a guest you should be taking a gift.
I think so too.
Yeah, even if it's an engagement.
I think nowadays any party you go to, like masalan you know, داماد باشه, چیزی باشه, یک چیزی باید ببری.
This خالی آدم I usually make like a dessert or try to grab something.
It should be
I think it's a good ritual that we have going.
We should carry that and then we should do something, especially like if someone's spending so much money
and having that
be mindful and respectful of that.
I don't think people have those events but as a guest I think we would feel much more comfortable if we take it, right?
Exactly. But for that engagement party you go to, then the guy's side puts money in they give a shirni afterwards, right?
They don't give shirni, they just paisami actually but you know what
they do make it like
tray جور میکنن they make it like a nice cute beautiful tray
با سلیقه مقبول جور میکنن. It's so pretty to see.
But what's a good amount of money that people put nowadays?
So not a lot of people put money. Did you know that? No way.
But that's a form of respect. یعنی شما بر ما امی شیرینی را جور کردین دادین ما we don't want to give it empty.
But maybe some people think of it as like we're not selling our daughter to, you know what I mean?
I
guess, but I've heard that.
But it's not. It's just part of the thing. Like
I do think too. It's nice, but
what amount would be good though?
I don't know.
What's too low or what's too high?
Oh my god, it should be something that
I think anything between like above $2,000.
100%.
I don't think anything lower than that.
At least
I mean nowadays even $2,000 for things like that. Like I think people don't care
like
about.
at least 5,000.
I think so too.
For nowadays,
for
5,000.
people that can afford it, obviously.
Yes.
So that's it, and then the engagement is kind of done, and then now they're like.
But even in the engagement, some people just so like the groom will give the engagement ring to the bride. But some people actually do the chala olashi. Like the groom will get the chala on the engagement. I did that too.
Okay.
So my husband wanted to
Oh,
wear.
so you give him also the ring?
Yeah, so he wanted to start.
Okay,
He wanted to
okay,
start
okay.
wearing his ring when we got engaged. So what we did is like he gave me my ring and my chilla together, and then I gave his. So we did like a chilla olishi.
Okay, no, I
But
didn't do
I think
that.
that's mainly done at the wedding, right? Like the chilla olishi is done at the wedding.
I'm pretty sure
Is that a specific rule or just whatever you do?
I think it's your preference. I don't know. I just went with just mine, like the actual engagement ring, and then we did the band after.
So when people saw you were engaged, but when someone saw your hubby, he was still single.
Oh, no, probably. Maybe that's why he didn't want to do it, but I don't remember telling him that we should do chilla.
Yeah, I think every family also like this is like Rasm Rawaj Afghan هستن but هر فامیل هم از افغانستان هم هر فامیل از خود یک رسم خود جور میکنن because you know their family did it that way. Like for example Paiwazi. Right? So after shirni or after like shirni khuri, who's supposed to do Paiwazi first?
Paiwazi is something that the girl gets invited to her in-laws for the first time, or vice versa, the guy gets invited to his in-laws for the first time. So a lot of people in our family invites the guy's side first.
Okay.
Because apparently, like, I think that's how it started. I'm just assuming this. I could be wrong. I think in Afghanistan, because the girl did not really go to her in-laws until she got married. So that's why when they did Paiwazi, the guy first, because the guy would come see her in her house just for a few minutes, no hanging out. For most families, at least, right? No hanging out, like even seeing them from far away, just visiting their family, bringing something for the family as a respect, as a thing, like we're your damat now. So I think that's how it started.
Which makes sense.
That's why the girls never got like Paiwazi. But over here, of course,
Eid May Basha, you go, right?
Yeah, you want to go visit your in-laws. So that's why I think it stayed kind of like Paiwazi awal bacha hamesha, right? So it continued. So I don't think there's any rule for that. I think it's because how it started. Like you always have to think about church shadak.
There has to be a reason. No, which makes sense. Right? I get this too. But I think my belief, my personal perspective on this is دختر خیل, like the bride side, already بیچاره قشینی تیاری میکنن, right? شینی جور میکنن, all of that. And then باز در سر از او بیچاره پایوزی کنن. That's a lot
on them, you're
So I think it would be nicer if پایوزی بکنن. سعیست که like امی دختر like they don't go to their house, to their in-laws house. Even talking back in Afghanistan, سعیست که عروس شانمه, but it's still their عروس. They could give her the قدر عزت and respect, and the family get to know, like it's just a get to know me, right? It's not just about like, oh, we have to do this, that means go boaz khane ma rafta.
I think nowadays people probably
India, I feel like India they don't they don't worry about all of that. I think they like it's up to the family. دختر خیل اول میکنه یا بچه خیل. So you do you. But I've also heard people who have been stubborn and not done like Paiwazi because they're like, nope, but like that's the rule.
Oh, really?
And I don't think there's no rules. Like, I don't think there's no rules, right?
We just go with the flow, and then just as long as the bride and groom are happy, that's all that matters, right? Like there are always unnecessary drama around like engagement, around the wedding. For what? Like let's just enjoy the time. I mean, you know, you don't understand it after when you're done. You're like, oh my god, like you know.
Yeah, but what is the expectation even about like receiving gifts for brides and grooms? Like you know, is like, are you supposed to give all the say tatala or all that like during the engagement, or is that does that happen at the wedding, or is it kind of like both?
Yeah, so
because I've seen kind of a mix, right? So I feel like
I think in-laws do give a small piece of like, you know, jewelry or something, because it's like just welcoming her in the family. I think it's so cute.
I think it's nice. Something should be
just like okay, you're my daughter-in-law now, so like let me give you something. And I think it should be for the groom too, right? Like I think it's just a bracelet or a necklace, a watch or something just to welcome them. I think it's just more welcoming. And then for sure for the wedding, a full set of gold, no matter what, because at the end of the day, it is our tradition, and it should be giving to the bride like a whole set. And I think that's like still going around. It has been since ever. And it's not only our culture. I have like friends from other countries, and they say the same thing. They get a set of gold.
Oh, they get
Muslims, a lot of Muslims, right?
They get tajat Allah, kamarband, like all of it, right?
So much tala. But honestly, I'm saying as much as the guy can afford, right? Like, let's not forget ke
just because so and so's family got like a Tajatullah,
Or
I have to get Tajatullah for my wife. No,
Exactly. Or
I think life doesn't work
Kasser
like that.
impress کنیم فامیلای ما کلان exactly. So as long as the guy can afford it, I mean, like, you want to go get married to a rich guy, go get married to a rich guy. You know, if you know your husband doesn't have this amount of money,
Yeah.
like, stay in that thing, you know?
that zone.
In that zone, like, don't go above that. Exactly. تو تنها شاورت چی میگن تیشه نمیزنی؟ What is it called? Like تو سر خود میزنی. You know why? Because وقتی که بچه قرضدار شوه you're gonna be in debt afterwards, so you're paying all those debt after. For what?
He's gonna be having to work more, you're gonna have to work more. Maybe if you haven't bought a property, you're gonna delay yourself for like another 5 years from buying
خودت
a
آرام
property.
میشه. حالا برات خوب معلوم میشه که نامزد مزی آورد, my husband did that, my husband did this. But later on قرض از او قرض توست, پیسه از او پیسه توست, اگه او پیشرفت کنه تو پیشرفت میکنی, اگه او پس بانه تو پس میمانی, اولاد پس میمونه. So you know what, اگه parents هستین که میکنین, you guys are doing damages for your kids if you're expecting too much, right? So as long as the guy can afford it, go with that kind of limit, right?
I love how you said, like, you know, if you want all that, then go find yourself a rich guy, or you know, Khastgari ka miyan. First sawal should be like, what can you afford? What's your...
You know what? That should be another topic. The communication between getting married. It's so important, even between families. Sometimes the kids, like the bride and groom, could get delusional because they're maybe in love, or they maybe don't know what they're
or sometimes they're
something
too young.
to come, or they're too young. I think like chi khwahishat daran. Like, what does the girl want? What kind of wedding?
Set it up like straight up from day one.
This should be talked about. Miran Khastgari, like, it's done, and then afterwards
you're all in like a la la land, and you think you're gonna get everything. You're gonna get your like $10,000 the shirni میمانن, another $1,00,000 the merit میمانن, like all of that.
Like, I didn't sign up for this. You know, I've actually heard there has been like breakups, engagement breakups. The guy's like, what? Like, I'm not doing all this, like, I'm not marrying you.
But a lot of the times it happens, especially when بچه و دختر بین خود جور آمدن کشتا سایستن, and they talk it out, and then as soon as like families get involved, they're like, nope, ما خود نمیخوایم, like we want this and that. And I feel so sorry for the bride and the groom, because it's their life that's being jeopardized, you know. Whether it's like the family expecting to have a big wedding, or whether it's the family expecting ام خانه بخری یگان فامیل آمد رستن, right? شرط میمونن. If you want my daughter,
or even
you
sorry,
have to do ABCD.
ABCD چی میکنی مهر, right?
میره پیش
گفتی؟
گفتم like یعنی میره میگن یک لک بانن.
Oh yeah, sorry.
گپای مرش نمشنوه
ویت میکنم که بچه هست تو دید
یگان گپای ما چقدر تکراری باشه, ماما با تو میکنم من هیچ فوکس نمیکنم چی بگی, ویت میکنم که دانه که چپ شد. آل خب بسیار زیاد من متوجه هستم, so I don't cut you off because I'm
happy. من آزادی ما گرفتم, همه تو که هندوستان از پاکستان آزادی خود گرفت. بعد لیدا آزادی خود من پاکستان بودم, بعد هندوستان آزادی خود گرفتم. I can talk freely now, guys. Like, when I'm talking, مگرزش پیدا کردم. من میفهم مگه این یک کس هستم اینجا میتونم گپ بزنم.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson. I've received a lot of
She cuts me off. Not anymore. Today was my day, guys. Like, I talked my heart out. I said
everything. The last few episodes, guys, you guys will notice من بسیار زیاد آرام شدم. نشدیم آرام. I'm still talking a lot.
تو آرام.
هونه ایسا
مثل که آسمان زمین یک جای شد.
Wow. But anyways, I think we said a lot, right?
We said a lot.
But I wanted to talk about Mehr, but that should be another topic, guys. So stay tuned for another episode of that.
It was so nice chatting with you guys and kind of walking through about the whole process.
Just brought so much memories and beautiful things, and it's just nice to go over our culture.
Yeah, and whether you had all of these Rasm or all of these gift exchange and all, or you didn't, as long as you're happy with your partner and you're living the best life right now, that's what's important. So focus on your current state and focus on your future.
Exactly it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful time, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and comment on our social media platform.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.